Vallam Kali. Traditional boat races known as Vallam Kali are held on the Pamba river. Teams row massive snake boats in a competitive and festive spirit. Traditional dances like Tiruvantira, Kathakali, Pulikali are performed showcasing Kerala's rich cultural heritage.
Only physical sciences are being promoted as science. About or other dimensions of sciences are they coming back? My whole work has been just to strive for this. We are bringing this inner science into people's lives. You don't know how to sit still, then what do? I'll teach you one mantra. Okay, say this every day in the morning, 20 minutes, you say this. Now you become peaceful. This is your ritual. If it's working for you, what is your problem?
My question today is, in the world that we live in today, there exists a multitude of paths to traverse, both spiritually and religiously. But I'm confused, and as a millennial, I'm really doubting if a ritualistic approach is relevant today.
Well, you may be a millennial, but these choices you have only in this country, you better know that. If in many other countries in the world, if you say you have a choice of choosing, generally you will be dead. If you're not dead, you will be harassed in 1,000 different ways. In this country, you can choose, which is wonderful. Because we don't have a religious constitution which cannot be edited or amended. Here we have various books which can be amended, which can be debated, something can be done about it. Coming to ritual, how rituals came into existence is like this. Do you brush your teeth every day in the morning? I'm just asking. You do? Hey, don't do this means no. Yes. So, every day in the morning you brush your teeth. Some kind of a ritual, isn't it? In fact, people say morning rituals. They're not talking puja, they mean shit, shower and shave. I don't do, you don't do. So, anything that you do regularly, not necessarily by choice, but you decide to do it because you have decided, it's good for me, becomes a ritual in your life. This ritual of brushing your teeth came to you because your parents, maybe your mother, insisted. When you were like this, she insisted, you must brush your teeth. You say, no, I want to eat. You say, no brushing, no breakfast. Are you thankful to your mother, she insisted on your ritual? Yes or no? Are you? Not that time you were irritated, I want to eat, what's the problem, why should I brush every day? But now you're glad that she brought this ritual into your life. It works, isn't it? At least for everybody else around you, it works. So, similarly, rituals came for variety of reasons. If you are able to… you said there are multitude of spiritual paths. No, there's only one. If you say spiritual, you have to turn inward. There are no many inwards, there's only one. Hello? There's only one inward. Well, you may go like this, you may go like this, you may go like this, but there's only one inward. So when it comes to a spiritual path, there's only one. You have to turn inward. When it comes to religion, maybe there are choices. When it comes to rituals, yes, there are choices. So, when people were not competent, everybody was not competent to simply sit like this and become meditative, then they taught them simple processes. I must tell you this. Many years ago, some institute, these days I don't subject myself to such indignities, because I can afford that. Many years ago, some institute who thinks they are scientific They said, because I was obligated to them for something, and they said, we want to study the gamma waves in your brain. I didn't know I had gamma waves. I know I have a working brain, but I didn't know I have gamma waves in my brain. They said, no, they're gamma waves, we want to study that. I said, okay, what should I do? They said, you sit down here, and they put 14 electrodes into me, and they said, you meditate. I said, I don't know how to meditate. They said, well, you're teaching everybody meditation. I said, I teach people meditation because they cannot sit still. I have to teach them so many methods to make them still. If you want me to sit still, I will sit absolutely still, inside out. But you know, research is funded. Scientific research is always funded. They need a name, they need the category of meditation and gamma wave whatever nonsense. But I'm not going to give them such pleasure. I said, if you want me to sit and do nothing, I'll do nothing, but no meditation. Then after much discussion, probably they found a name for nothing, and I said, okay, you do nothing. I sat. After about 15–20 minutes, you know that funny place in your elbow where if you do the tongue, it'll go? They're taking a metal object and tok, 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 they're hitting that place. It's just leaving my palm numb. I thought, okay, it's part of their experiment, and I simply sat there. Then they started doing my ankle, became very persistent and painful. Then I thought, why are they beating me up like this? What have I done wrong? When I opened my eyes, all of them are giving me a weird look. I said, why did I do something wrong? They said, according to our machines, you're dead. I said, this is a great diagnosis you're making. And then they, among themselves, they spoke and say, obviously this guy speaking is not dead. So they said, maybe your brain is dead. I said, please, I don't like this second opinion. If you give me a death certificate, I don't mind being dead like this. But brain dead is not good for me, it'll affect my activity. Yes, why I'm telling you this is, if you could handle everything internally, no problem with you. That's the best way to do it. Simply, this is yoga. If you know how to handle this whole machine, all levels of this machine, your body, your thought, your emotion, your energy, your life energies, everything, you know how to handle from within, no ritual for you. Never in my whole life have I ever prayed, you know. But I'm prayerful to anything. If I see a mountain, if I see a rock, if I see a tree, if I see a cow, if I see a man, woman, child, I'm prayerful. But I'm not praying, I've never prayed to any god for anything, ever. So I'm not ritualistic in any sense, because if I close my eyes, I can deal with everything that I need to deal with my life, both internal and external. I want to fix this, I close my eyes. If I want to fix that, I close my eyes. If you do enough sadhana, you can become like this. It's not out of reach, it is available for every human being. They don't pay enough attention, that's all. But if you don't know this, you want to become peaceful, you don't know how to sit still, then what do? I'll teach you one mantra. Okay, say this every day in the morning, 20 minutes, you say this. Now you become peaceful. This is your ritual. If it's working for you, what is your problem? If it's not working, drop the damn thing, do something else. Every day in the morning you took a swim, that became your ritual, you felt wonderful, do the damn thing. Somebody is doing yoga as a ritual, somebody is doing puja, somebody is uttering a mantra, somebody is singing a song. If it is working for them, what the hell is anybody's problem? But what ritual I do, you must also do. There's no such thing. Something is working for me, I'm doing it. It's not necessary you must do it. But if you ask me, suppose I'm somebody who's doing every day in the morning Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, it's working for me. If you come and ask me, I'm feeling freaked, what should I do? Hey, try this Om Namah Shivaya, it's working for me. If you like it, you also do it or you do something else. You do dam, doom, das, puss. But the thing is, it must work for you, that's the important thing. So rituals were fantastic devices created with certain wisdom. Over a period of time, they might have become corrupt in practice. Over a period of time, they might have become tools for exploitation for certain people. But don't throw the baby with the bathwater. We must be able to see what is corruption in this, eliminate the corruption and use the technique. Don't throw away everything that the civilization has learnt in thousands of years of living and think you will reinvent the wheel tomorrow. Everybody will be queuing up at a psychiatrist, just know that. The number of people who are queuing up with mental illnesses today is simply because there is no what we used to call as achara vichara. There is no debate about what is this life, why am I like this, what is the nature of my existence, no achara, no vichara, and no achara, there is no anything. See, if your mothers or fathers did not insist that you must have the ritual of brushing your teeth, what an unpleasant place this hall would be right now. Because out of your freedom, some of you would or a whole lot of you would come here, decide, I will not brush, what is the problem? No, maybe no problem for you, everybody else suffers. If you open your mouth, if you stink, not necessarily because of not brushing, just because of your culture, the way you behave, the way you speak, the way you sit, the way you stand, if people around you suffer because of your behavior, which is happening everywhere, isn't it so? Especially for girls. Isn't it so? If you get into a damn bus in the town, because all these things were taught as ritual, this is how you must approach. When we are growing up in our house, our sisters are there, you cannot even address them in singular. You always have to address them with a certain respect, even when they're little girls. We want to fight with them, we want to beat them, but no. You have to address the girls in a certain way. When you grow up with this kind of ritual, now you learn how to treat every woman on the street. Otherwise, look at the way people are behaving, most uncivilized. Uncivilized means what? The necessary rituals of culture are not there in those people, isn't it? So these can be various kind of rituals, social rituals, spiritual rituals, religious rituals, it doesn't matter. Is it working for you or not working for you? That should be the only question.
You mentioned different religions have got rituals today, and some of them dropped the science and glorified the rituals and went forward, be it Hinduism or any ism. In your experience, have you had a chance to see that science is slowly coming back to the people and the rituals are going down? I just want to get a feel on that. Thank you.
In general, sciences are understood only as physical sciences, which is a very gross way to live. See, the physical science has no answer for life. Physical science and technology can only bring comfort and convenience to your life, cannot solve your life situations. Western societies are enough proof of this, isn't it so? Yes? They do not solve any problem of humanity. They bring much more comfort and convenience to our life. Definitely, because of science and technology, we are the most comfortable generation ever on this planet, isn't it so? So when we say sciences, let's understand sciences are also of esoteric nature. Sciences are not just physical, but today only physical sciences are being promoted as science. About or other dimensions of sciences, are they coming back? My whole work has been just to strive for this. We are bringing this inner science into people's lives. It's made sufficient impact, but not enough, because the problem that exists in the world is too big. It needs much more work to make it happen. It has definitely done something. The sciences have been brought back, at least in some minimal way, to common people as they understand it. Even in rural villages in Tamil Nadu, we have done this in about 1,350 villages right now. And you see there is a change in the way they're looking at their life. They're making some effort to change their living conditions, which they thought is God ordained. All these years they believed, this is God's will, this is how we are. Now they're making some effort to change, which is the only way life can change. There's no overnight solution. If we work at it, if our whole life if we work at it, if we leave 10% change, it's a tremendous thing. Because social realities cannot be changed like this. People have tried to change it with violent methods. All you will do is you will replace one tyrant with many. That's all that will happen in the name of revolutions. So, right now we have set forth a revolution, we call this silent revolution of self-realization. Is there a banner? No? Whenever we talk about revolution, most of the time, people are talking about changing somebody, isn't it? All the time, rather. See, you wanting somebody else to change is not a revolution. This is an age-old problem. Mother-in-law wants the daughter-in-law to change, daughter-in-law wants the mother-in-law to change. Isn't this an age-old problem? Is there a revolution in it? What is revolutionary about it? You want somebody else to change, there is no revolution about it. I am willing to change, this is a revolution. This will bring about genuine change in the world, that I am willing to change my ways to make things happen. This will bring about the change. So this is the silent revolution, and it's a science as to how to change yourself.
India is a land of diverse cultures, religions and traditions, and its rituals affect this vast heritage. Here are detailed descriptions of few of the most significant and widely recognized Indian rituals. Diwali, Festival of Lights. Diwali, also known as Deepavali, is celebrated across India and is one of the most important Hindu festivals. It spans over 5 days, with each day having its own significance. The festival marks the return of Lord Rama to Ayodhya after a 14-year exile and his victory over the demon king Ravana. People clean their homes and buy gold or new utensils, believing it brings good luck and prosperity. Chaturdashi or Choti Diwali, this day commemorates Lord Krishna's victory over the demon Narakasura. Homes are decorated with lamps and rangoli, colorful designs made with powders or flowers. The main day of the festival involves Lakshmi Puja, where prayers are offered to Goddess Lakshmi, the deity of wealth and prosperity. Families light oil lamps and burst fireworks to ward off evil spirits. Govardhan Puja, it celebrates the legend of Lord Krishna lifting the Govardhan hill to protect villagers from a deluge. In some regions, this day is also celebrated as Anakut with offerings of a variety of vegetarian food. Bhai Dooj, this day is dedicated to the bond between brothers and sisters, similar to Raksha Bandhan. Sisters perform Aarti and apply to ceremonial tilak on their brother's forehead, praying for their well-being. Diwali symbolizes the victory of light over darkness, good over evil and knowledge over ignorance. It also marks the start of new financial year for many businesses in India. Holi. Holi is a vibrant festival celebrated at the onset of spring, usually in March. It involves playing with colors, singing, dancing and feasting. The festival has several mythological associations, including the legend of Prahlad and Holika. The night before Holi, bonfires are lit to symbolize the burning of the demoness Holika and the victory of good over evil. People gather around the fire, perform rituals and pray for the destruction of evil in their lives. On the day of Holi, people smear each other with colored powders gulal and drench each other with water. It is a day of joy and playfulness, breaking social norms and hierarchies as everyone becomes equal in the celebration. Holi symbolizes the arrival of spring and the end of winter, the victory of good over evil, and the playful nature of life. It promotes social harmony and the spirit of forgiveness and renewal. Pongal. Pongal is a 4-day harvest festival celebrated in January, marking the beginning of the Tamil month of Thai. It is dedicated to the sun god Surya and is a time for giving thanks for a bountiful harvest. Bhogi Pongal. The festival begins with Bhogi Pongal, where old belongings are discarded and new items are celebrated. Homes are cleaned and bonfires are lit using old household items, signifying the end of the old and the beginning of the new. Surya Pongal. The second day is the main day of the festival. It involves boiling freshly harvested rice with milk and jaggery in the earthen pot. The mixture is allowed to overflow, symbolizing abundance and prosperity. This day is dedicated to Surya, the sun god. Homes are decorated with kolam, rangoli, made of rice flour, and prayers are offered to the sun god. Matu Pongal. The third day, Matu Pongal, is dedicated to honoring cattle, which play a vital role in agriculture. Cows and bulls are bathed, decorated with garlands and their horns painted. Special prayers are offered and the animals are given sweets and other treats. Kanum Pongal. The final day, Kanum Pongal, is a day for socializing and family reunions. People visit relatives and friends, exchange gifts and enjoy community feasts. Pongal is a celebration of the harvest and nature. It underscores the gratitude of the farming community to the natural elements and cattle that support their livelihood. The festival fosters community bonding and is a time for joy and renewal. Onam. Onam is a 10-day harvest festival celebrated with great fervor in Kerala, commemorating the homecoming of the king Mahabali. It is marked by elaborate feasts, cultural activities and community events. The festival begins with Atham and each subsequent day has its own set of rituals and traditions. The most important day is Thiruvonam, the 10th day, to be the day King Mahabali visits his people. Pookalam. One of the key rituals during Onam is the creation of Pookalam, intricate floral arrangements made in front of homes. Each day a new layer of flowers is added, symbolizing growth and harmony. Onasadhya. A great feast known as Onasadhya is prepared, consisting of various vegetarian dishes served on a banana leaf. It includes items like rice, sambar, aviyal, thoran and payasam. Vallam Kali. Traditional boat races known as Vallam Kali are held on the Pamba river. Teams row massive snake boats in a competitive and festive spirit. Traditional dances like Tiruvantira, Kathakali, Pulikali are performed, showcasing Kerala's rich cultural heritage. Onam is a time to celebrate the legendary reign of King Mahabali, a period of prosperity and equality. The festival reinforces social harmony, cultural pride and the importance of agrarian traditions.